Okay, hold on, Karen. Let's take you back to the Bomas of Kenya. Live images. Once again, there seems to be some sort of standoff. Not quite sure over what. Earlier on, it was over a laptop, and both camps, presidential agents of the two leading presidential candidates, could not quite agree on that issue, and IBC came and gave directions that you are allowed to come in with your laptop here as long as it's been registered and so forth. Right now, I'm not quite sure what is the cause of this commotion, but the police are trying to intervene and calm down both sides. And we have our Sam Gituku on site. Hopefully, he'll tell us exactly what the cause of this particular issue is, but even as we just try and see who some of those. I think that's Boyamolu, one of the commissioners. I can see Caroline Karugu, an agent on the Azimio side, the outgoing Deputy Governor Nyeri. We'll try and spot some of the others as well to get a better understanding of what is the cause. I think Hussein Marjan, IBC CEO, is also in the midst of it. I think they are trying to calm down both sides. As to the cause of this, however, Yvonne, we do not have any details. But as the hours wear on, pressure, fatigue, anything could spark off what you're seeing on the screen. And as long as the authorities are there to calm down the political temperatures, then hopefully this will be quickly resolved and the voting verification and announcements will continue. I don't know if you can listen in briefly to what's happening at Bomas, or do we first go to Kasarani, where I'm told there's also an update? All right, let's listen in. The returning officer at Kasarani, the Nairobi Tallying Center, is making some more announcements. Let's listen in.
Favor of which candidate? Monica Wamaitha Gitau, 611. Delvin Mora John, 329. Mary Musuki Mudachi, 226. Brenda Kangai Ntwiga, 186. Millicent Nyaboke Omanga, 16,150. Teresia Antonio Molo, 224. Esther Mudhoni Basaris, 55,780. Total valid votes, 73,506. Rejected ballots, 926. Governor election results. Ruaraka constituency code 281. Registered voters 124, 482. Valid votes in favor of each candidate. Herman Singh Grewal 636. Polycarp Igathe Kamau 46,236. Agnes Kagure Kariuki 631. Cleophas Mutua Kio 507, Dennis Arua Ochieng Kode, 455, Nancy Wambui Mwadime, 325, Kenneth Kinara Nyamwamu, 551, Johnson Arthur Sakaja, 23,229, Esther Waringa Tairu, 643, total valid votes 73,213, rejected ballots 1,130. Thank you.
All right, so we continue to monitor the situation at the Kasarani Gymnasium, the Nairobi Constituency Tallying Center, and of course for those waiting for the results of the Nairobi gubernatorial race, senatorial and county woman member of National Assembly, that is what will determine the final announcement. But meanwhile, live pictures from Bomas, the crowd gathering around the security officers, Yvonne, seems to have grown a little bit.
Yeah.
We are not sure why there is this disagreement, I would put it that way. Is that Kajwang?
And you recall that there was, and I think Lillian knows this because she was at Bomas just earlier this evening, about the security presence. I remember, Lillian, when you did a link earlier in the evening, you talked about the heavy security presence on the floor on the tallying floor as well as, outside. And obviously we can see why they're needed.
Yeah, that's right, Yvonne. And optically, even as we observed what was happening there earlier in the day, this is what they were avoiding. And so a lot of police presence on the ground, and particularly in the central part of the amphitheater, because this particular area is out of bounds for everybody. So I think what we're seeing on our screens here is heavy police presence because of the fact that this central part of the auditorium is very sensitive, and therefore a lot of security personnel actually necessary, as you can see.
Yeah, and you're right, because I see a barrier. Do you see a barricade?
Yes.
There's seemingly people on the outside of that. And so, goodness.
And I can actually add, Yvonne,
Is that
there are
the former
3 layers. Yes, TJ Kajwang is there.
That's right, yeah.
I've seen Mwangi Wairia also, I believe, former Murang'a governor.
Yes, he was present.
So there are 3 levels of security to actually get here. The security at the gate is something else, and you need your pass with a chip and so forth. There's a second barrier at the Bomas of Kenya, and then obviously the entrance to this auditorium. There's also heavy security there, and you need your identification with a chip to log in to be allowed to actually get into this.
Well, whatever this is, does it seem to have been resolved? People walking away? I don't know.
The authorities are trying to tell everyone, calm down.
And we saw a commissioner, on the floor of
I think Francis Wanderi is also there. I've seen Boya Molu. Let's see who.
And we also saw Marjan.
Yes, the CEO. That's right.
A little earlier. So, we're just saying that with these incidents, this